Oh, hi! Thank you, Jess. Indeed, please do refresh. Well, actually, if you can hear me, you probably don't need to, but if you've got any problems, try refreshing. Where were we when we dropped? I went into panic troubleshooting mode.
I noticed you had frozen while I was narrating your spin around.
Yes, I remember pointing east, or what I thought was
There
east.
You go. Right, what you thought was east. You started walking and you saw lights flashing like in an arena situation, a little bit of light techno-esque kind of music. I was busy messing with it. Let's go with this one. And I assume you want to kind of walk towards that. You do get a good vibe, better than the lamppost in the snow.
I said the music doesn't give me a good vibe. That was terrifying.
Fine, don't worry about it.
Well, if I've got a good vibe, I'll be like, well, what can go wrong, really? Let's head on in this way. Harold! Harold!
The closer and closer you get to the lights, you get one flash right in your face, and you kind of feel yourself fall through, and you're falling through a hole, and you're like, well, it's fine.
Can I imagine myself a hang glider?
You could pretend nothing's going to produce.
Oh no, I've lost my powers.
This is a vortex of no powers.
They were all after me Lucky Charms and they've got
It's
them.
the vortex of GM.
You're powerless here, Gandalf the Grey.
Harold, you're bopping and weaving, punching and feeling out those gloves, and you feel a presence, and it shoots out of one of the screens, and the screen went black. And out pops Quan, falling straight at you with his feet. He falls on his butt in front of you.
Are you trying to imply that I don't have to punch him?
You could do whatever you want. He's coming at you with some volatile force, but he's definitely looking like he's gonna fall on his ass.
I will catch him, as I do with Quan.
You know what? You won't even have to roll a bite. You catch the light bag Quan just easy peasy.
I have an asset because I've done it so often.
Yes, exactly. Experience. Quan, yeah, you fell for a hot second and you are whisked away in the arms of Harold once again.
It's probably a good time to remind you that I'm wearing that half robe and boxer shorts and nothing else, right? So, okay. And I'm holding Quan with my boxing gloves on.
It's funny because I'm only wearing like a lab coat and some boxer shorts.
That we don't even know that, but okay.
I mean, you might see it if I'm falling at you from a great height. I imagine it wouldn't stay down. It's not like I'm wearing a, one of them kilt things that holds things down.
You were falling down, but from Harold's perspective, you're shooting out of a screen.
Oh.
We're going to keep the suspense up all season with that. That's good.
Yeah, it's kind of unwieldy. While Quan isn't heavy, you do have boxing gloves. You don't have the dexterity to hold him, so you don't get the feeling that you want to.
Hey, Quan.
Hello. What happened there?
I've just been standing here this whole time.
Oh, that's all right then. I found you behind the door.
Yeah, you did. Do you want me to put you down?
I would very much appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay, so, what do we do now?
You're still bouncing on the balls of your feet. You've still got some fighting spirit in you. You're just like, you're pretty amped right now.
Well, it looks like you want to have a fight with someone.
I mean, I'm not going to say no, but,
Well, I'd rather not have a fight, quite honestly. I'm fine without that. Christ, a man, a ring.
It's an octagon, really.
Oh dear. Can I get out?
I mean, you tell me. I'm still here.
Can I try and climb out of the octagon?
Whatever entrance Harold had gone into, it was sealed and replaced with screens.
I'll try and stand in a corner between two screens.
Okay. You're definitely standing between the screen that's showcasing an eruption going live, lots of molten lava flowing down a mountainside. And the other one is quite opposite. You've got a rainforest in the middle of a thunderstorm, but the leaves are all purple and orange. Not a speck of green to be seen. But you are very conspicuous because angles of an octagon are not that great for corner hiding.
I'll just try and make myself really small.
So, Quan, do you think I should punch a screen, the one you came through? Just like punch right through it?
What's the worst that can happen, I suppose?
I mean, we'll find out, right? I am going
In
to
the name of
punch
science.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yes. Roll me a might check.
Yes, I would like to expend the maximum effort on this.
Okay, so 2 levels of effort
Yep.
on the electronic screen.
Yep. Here we go. That's how you do it. There's that action button. Now I've got it. Okay. And I'll push the button.
Yeah. You really only
That's what
needed
that's
3.
for.
You got a special effect. So describe to me how it... You know what? Okay, so I'm going to give you the hook that your Wolverine claws are going to puncture through your punching glove, but tell me how you want to go. Do you want to go all the way through? Do you want to shatter the glass?
I think that's what happens is the Wolverine claws are going to go through. It's going to do that thing where it breaks and then it like suddenly spiderweb cracks out from there and spreads, and then just all the glass is going to fall down at once.
Yes.
As soon as
Yes.
like the punch lands, Quan sort of flinches.
Oh, poor Quad. You see that glass spider out, shatter, and fall. You're left with another screen, but it's a bigger version of the White Room.
Guan, you want to should we just go that way?
Hey, why don't you try punching another screen? Maybe we can turn them all into the White Room and then we don't have to go anywhere.
Is that how that works?
I don't know. Try that one over there on the opposite side from that one.
Yeah, all right, sure.
As he walks away from it and he's far enough from the White Room panel, Quan will run for it.
Are you trying to leave?
I'm just gonna dive at it, assuming that I'll end up in the White Room.
So you're gonna dive towards the screen that just broke. Beautiful. Roll me a speed.
Oh dear. Consistent.
You zip through, but Harold definitely gets a whiff of you trying to pull the slicky on him, and he's like, "What? You?" So it's up to you if you want to continue punching things like Quan suggested, or be salty.
Well, not really, because it worked. So now I'm just going to go through the wall. Jeez.
Yeah, roll me a speed.
Okay.
Difficulty 4.
Difficulty 4. That makes me want to spend effort as well. Alright, I will spend a whole heap of effort. I will spend maximum effort here as well.
I'll remind everyone you can take an instant action to recover some of the pools.
I mean, maybe I'll do that when I get back in the room.
That's fair.
Oh
Beautiful
yeah. See, the
success.
key is to spend all the effort, and then you just always roll very high numbers. That's how the game works. Got it.
Yeah. With a 19, I'll let you regain your pools, like that pool back. Like you didn't have to spend the effort, so I'll give that back
Thank
to
you.
you. Yep.
That's nice of you.
Okay, how do you want to dive through it? You know, like flying
I'm
side.
just running at it like this, and then just jumping headfirst into the screen.
Big roll. Okay, you dive through, and you end up casseroling into the white room. Quan is there, a little less graceful when he landed, but you guys are all there, and as soon as you get through the room, the doctor's like, oh gosh, the suspense is killing me. That was beautiful. Interesting. Very interesting. Welcome back, Harold.
Real quick, Jess, is this that same first doctor?
Yes. This,
Okay.
as a refresher, this is Dr. Maribeth Baines.
Mm-hmm.
Tall, intimidating redhead with a black lab coat.
Am I still dressed like a boxer?
You are not. You are
Oh,
back
thank
in
God.
your normal clothes. You do not have your Wolverine knuckles.
I do not have the Wolverine claws.
You do not. Your hands feel a
Disappointment.
little hollow without them.
Disappointment.
If you believe
Say-
in really hard, you could always expend effort for that.
What's
I can
that, Harold?
No, just hey.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks.
So this is Harold, right?
As far as we know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Their conversation doesn't seem nearly awkward enough.
Harold, were you drunk?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's yeah.
You're at
I
the
don't know if
comfort
it's horror
point of
either.
the buzz where it's like coming down from it. You're sobering up.
Yeah, there was a lot of adrenaline right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it was likely that was Harold that we were talking to through the mug. Confirmed that was you with the mug,
Yeah, mug.
but he was drunk. That's why he was acting weird.
I'm getting a lot of judgment right now.
Not for me, dear. That was quite a unique experience. I'm sure I'll have to go back and play the tapes again. Okay, how's everyone feeling? It's been a while, and I feel like maybe I threw you in a little too hard into this study. Everyone's okay? We're all good?
Well, the study's alright. It could probably help you a lot easier if you told me what you were trying to find out.
No. That would ruin the point of the study. And besides, I'm having so much fun. Oh,
Do we have like bunks or rooms or something like that around here?
yes, that can be arranged.
Yeah, and some food.
Absolutely. I mean, I guess you don't. I mean, you have the freedom to now that you know. I think Say had a really good pizza earlier and some smoothies, but like that's fine. If you don't want to expend the mental effort, I can provide traditional foods to you. Sure.
Say, when you eat a fantasy pizza or whatever that is, does that feel filling? I mean, we've been doing this for a while now.
I mean, yes, but I mean, this room is all about what you think of becomes real, right? So I mean, eating that pizza might just be tricking my brain into feeling full. We don't know.
Yeah.
For all we know, we could be in our own heads and sleeping somewhere. Right?
You guys all got stabbed and knocked out the second you walk through that door. It was all a dream.
I mean, except for
was-
Quan. I think he's pretty good with keeping people out of his brain.
Generally, yes. I'm just trying to think of a way that we could figure out whether the pizza's being real or not. And I can't think of many ways without cutting you open.
No cutting open, Quan. That's silly. You might have a scalpel. I don't know. I thought I would like to give you an offer. Part of we did make you come in here isolated, and you didn't technically consent to walking straight into the study. So, I figured I could let you walk out and, gather supplies or talk to someone or just, give them the rundown of what you'll be doing for the next couple weeks. But if you have any questions right now, I would be happy to answer them.
Will we actually be walking out, or will we be thinking that we're walking out but still be in the room?
I can't answer that specifically. I can confirm that if you wanted to take a break, you would be in the reality that you know.
That sounds suspicious. Guys, I think that's suspicious. That was a suspicious wording.
I mean, I could
Again.
front you the first week's money. Normally we pay you on Friday, but it's only Wednesday. So, I mean, if you guys needed the compensation and that's what you're worried about, we're here to pay you. That's okay.
Emery is reaching out again, just triple checking every single thing she's saying.
Okay,
Also,
so
what day did we walk in here that we recall? If it's now Wednesday.
Monday.
Okay.
It's just, and the second she says Wednesday, it clicks to you that 2 whole days have passed since you walked into this building. And you guys have not slept, but you don't feel tired per se.
Also have not been keeping up with diet regimens.
No. That's okay, dear. You're allowed to let loose sometimes.
Oh no, I have not been eating enough. A tray of fruit would be so good.
I wouldn't worry about it. Say, what's going to happen is your mother going to come and tell you off or something. Heh.
Well, I mean, if I come out of here looking not as healthy, someone's gonna hear about it. Not from me.
This was simply an offer. Everything amenities-wise is here for you. So we have bunks. You could create bunks here in this room. I can give you a better breakdown on how your powers work specifically in this room. The other recursions, not so much. But if you, again, wanted to have direct internet access, or you needed to tell someone your last goodbyes for the next couple weeks, tie up some loose ends while you fully dive into this study. I completely understand.
Wait, how can you trust that if we leave, we aren't actually gonna come back? Unless you're holding us here.
No. Remember, we already took samples of you. We know where you're at.
That's
If anybody
also
wants to
very
go
suspicious.
out, yeah. If anybody wants to go out and you want backup, I'll go out with you. Otherwise, I'm fine staying here.
I've got no one to call.
I'm so sad.
Well, to be honest, I'm not sure that the internet company I was working with are actually going to pay me anyway, so,
I would like some food though. Actual food
Yeah.
that looks like food and tastes like food.
Like chicken wings. Mm.
Like chicken wings.
Yeah, I mean, I assume with that tone that you're taking, you don't want to put the legwork in producing it. You do realize that that is real food that you think about, and it happens. It's not.
That's-
It's not
It tastes like real food.
I'd like to rest my mind for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first one's on me. Why don't you tell me what you would like, and I will procure it. It might take a little bit.
A fruit and veggie tray with a full cooked salmon.
Spices, no spices?
Lemon and rosemary on the salmon.
Oh, a lady with taste. I see. Any
Thank you.
carbs? No carbs?
A little bit.
Brown rice, I presume.
Yes. That
Okay.
sounds nice.
Okay. She'll take little notes on her phone. Anyone else? I'll just bring a standard pizza if not.
Quan's already conjured a extra large KFC chicken bucket.
Oh no.
Except it's just hot wings.
It's the family size bucket of hot wings. Nary a celery stick to be found.
You know, Con, if you can imagine it, you could make it even bigger. You could almost like make it like a hot tub sized one.
Oh, no. I wouldn't want to make it a portion that people couldn't eat.
I mean, it's imaginary. You could poof it out of existence when it's done. When you're done.
Waste not, want not.
Yeah, fair.
Are you just chucking the bones as you go, or are you putting them back in the bucket? Like, how are you dealing with bones?
Now that I've thought about it, I'd like to imagine a little waste bin with like a little laser grid on it. That like when you throw something in it, it's just like.
Okay. That can be manifested for sure. And anyone else, Emery? What kind of food would rest your mind?
Emery thinks back to her father briefly and just quickly. Fish and chips. And brownies. I want brownies.
Just so we're clear, we're talking about the UK version of fish and chips?
What other kind are there?
Okay.
Bless you.
Brownies? Like, not the fairies, the edible ones? The edible ones, or just the tasty ones?
I would
Fairies?
like edible
What?
cake-like brownies, not the pixie ones. Tasty or not.
Pixies? What?
Yes, brownies is another word for like.
And you edibles? We're in California, so brownies can be a touchy subject here.
She definitely does not want the edibles that you're thinking of.
Are you sure? I feel like Emery could take a good rest of her mind with those.
I've only known her for a few days, but I don't think she's into that kind of thing.
Okay. To each their own.
Don't surprise her. I don't think she likes that.
She doesn't know what you're particularly going on about. I do, but she's like, surprise me.
Sweet cinnamon Emery.
Are we talking about pot?
That's absolutely what she's talking about.
Indeed.
So Emery wants brownies, not brownies.
I want brownies.
Brownies.
Not special brownies, just brownies.
Brownie-
Stream
brownie
devolves
also.
That's
twice
how
as
we know
long.
it's the real brownie.
We have to double up on every word we say.
So
Brownie
Quan
brownie.
Herald is the pot brownie of brownies, is what I'm hearing.
Does that make me just Emery?
Are you Emery? Are we all Emery? Wait.
No one is Emery.
Say's just going full Inception right now. Like, why?
Everybody is double their name.
He's like, I'm not good at puzzles.
I just run.
It's true.
Mr. Yamakawa, any last requests for food?
Last requests.
Yes, for the real food that you want.
That's a really bad way to phrase that. Even I'm put off a little bit by that slightly. I picked up on that, Harold. I'm not very good with the old words, but I did pick up on what they said.
I'm sorry, I'm just so excited to be here. It's not often they let me out.
Yeah, I'll have what Say and Emery are having.
You've taken a sample from us. Can I take a sample from you?
Not how this works, dear.
It's not how this works. Not how this works.
Now, I have your requests for food in. Quan, did you need any, or are you good with your bucket of wings?
No, I'm finding the conjuring of things quite easy.
Yes, you are indeed. I'm going to leave it on the table. While I am here, I am relatively an open book, so you can ask any question you would like. Out of character, this is a really good opportunity to get some deets.
If anyone asks him anything, Emery's just going to be fact-checking behind the scenes the entire time.
Fair.
What's the goal of the study overall?
Well, recursions are relatively new. It's hard to pinpoint the origin point of the ability to recur here on Earth, but it's definitely within the past 50 years. The point of this study is to really truly tap into the human psyche to just see its potential. Like we said before, most people who are, tapped into it, have a spark or, awakened of sorts, all those little weird terminologies, they can travel recursions, but they usually need a tool. They have, teleporter gates or a certain item from the recursion. So we're in a new territory. We're just trying to figure out how far you could go without those tools.
So if you said recursion on Earth has only been here for a while, does that mean other things have recursed here before that?
Absolutely.
Wait, who?
Well, I'm afraid I'm not privy to that information per se. And we're still trying to dig that away from the estate because they kind of try to manhandle and really isolate the situation going on with recursion. So they like to pretend they know it all. But we're tapping into that. Does anyone else have questions? I'm afraid I appreciate your curiosity, Say, but I just want to keep it balanced.
Where exactly are you from? If you're not from Earth.
Unless someone has altered my memories, I am indeed just from Earth. Just a scientist, tapped into these secrets.
He does this. I am just everything. I am the filter.
Yeah, you're the lie detector. So far, you get... Most people, they think a lot of things all at once, regardless of what they say out loud. And this doctor is pretty singular. She has an unbounding amount of energy for curiosity. She's really excited that you're here. She's really excited to be here in this room with you. But you don't get a sense of deception or trickery in her intents.
What's the chance of death?
The chance of death, you say, Quan?
You heard me right.
Right now there's no calculated death. The sand thing that you guys went to, that was interesting. That was a kind of like a left turn that we weren't expecting you to do. So you were kind of in danger, but not death danger. As we kind of loosen the reins a bit more and more, and maybe you test out recursions outside of this room, we can't promise your safety, but we can at least track if you choose to teleport here. This is your hub right now. It enables you to enhance your powers. That's why imagining food for you is so easy, Quan. But the real world, we suspect, is a little bit different.
Okay.
You're awfully quiet, and you have so much to say.
I'm good. I'm just waiting for my fish and chips.
Oh, okay. She produces, with a wave of her hand, like a little Mickey Mouse conductor. She gives you guys bunkers, like straight up 4 walls, a door, and private bedrooms if you so wanted to go in. Otherwise, you could imagine whatever else you wanted. But she's like, I'll be back as soon as humanly possible. And she poofs right there. Not even like a genie wink or a twitch of the nose. She's just gone.
Emery probably physically relaxes a little bit, takes her fish and chips and her brownies and goes and sits in that cubicle type place and just sits in silence and eats them.
Wait, are you eating imagined brownies? Because you demanded that the doctor go get real people-made brownies.
I did demand that. I'm waiting for the brownies.
Okay. You're like harumping around.
Yeah.
It's a surprisingly comfortable bed. Small room, but it's soundproof. You can't hear Quan snurfing hot wings or anything.
I really want hot wings now.
That's literally all I'm thinking about right now.
So bad.
And I know that we've got an hour or so drive after this. I kind of want hot wings for it.
Oh, God.
Do they serve hot wings on the breakfast menu?
They better. They know what's good for them.
You're Googling it right now, aren't you?
Of course.
Me at the drive-thru window. Don't make me come in there and cook them myself.
Alright. She'll come back fairly quickly. And you guys are still given that option. If you wanted to leave, you can. Today would be the only day she would allow you to leave. You could, actually take an adventure outside. I don't know, go to the zoo, talk to a person, gather some belongings, find a comfort teddy. Otherwise, we continue on in this magical world.
Quan probably would like to go and find an abandoned warehouse somewhere to run some tests.
Separate from the abandoned warehouse you already reside in.
He's assumed that all of his stuff's been confiscated by now.
Oh.
Happens very often.
That's why you have little kid sign kits.
They're cheaper.
By chance, what time of year is this? Is it like now time of year? Like February?
It's hella not that cold. We're in California. I'm gonna say it's, for shits and giggles, fall. September-ish.
Won't be able to pick up a giant bear at a regular store.
Can I ask what date in September?
27th. Oh no, he's gonna try and verify if it's actually Wednesday. I hate you.
No, it wasn't. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. I'm looking up because I'm fairly sure it rings bells that Kwan's birthday was in September. Can't find the damn character sheet.
As soon as I get food, I am imagining like a school desk to eat at. One where the chair is attached to the desk.
That was my first question. I'm like,
Yep.
what kind of straight up like? Okay.
And then I'm gonna pass out.
Do you have like a cubby in the desk, or does the desk flip open?
I think it flips open. I think that would be the type of desk it would be. I had cubbies in school, but
Mm-hmm. She comes back, and she's changed out of her lab coat with the gold embroidery into like a butler uniform, and she has 2 platters and a small plate for Harold, so he can just scrape off the extras and share. But yeah, she's like, "Here you are, my dear Say. Steaming
you.
salmon, healthy, a tray of good vegetables and fruit, and the boring brownies, and the greasy fish, and the greasy chips, you say? That's all you. And some malt vinegar if you want it."
Thank you.
You like peek your head out. You
Yeah.
slam the door.
Just like vinegar, salt, please.
Cool. And she like pretends that she didn't whisk the salt out of her imagination and hands you it.
Thank you.
Anything else?
No, I'm good, thank you. No, actually, I want a beer. A good
Oh.
beer. An ale.
Beer or ale? There's a difference.
Ale.
And we're talking microbrewery situation here. What, give me a brand.
I'm being very specific. I would like a Doom bar, please.
Mm-hmm. Okay. She schmoogles it. And she's like, okay, give me 1 second. I can bring this to you. A stein? A barrel? Or just a
The
6-pack?
The bottle.
Okay. A 6-pack of bottles? Or just a singular bottle? Or
A bottle. Just one.
okay. She flashes in, flashes out, brings it back to you. This does seem interesting. It's a very interesting ale. Okay.
Thank you. As she takes it and disappears back into her room and quickly closes the door.
I just imagine you like nonchalantly schluffing like whatever you're willing to share with Harold, and you're like, goodbye. Didn't give him any vinegar or any salt, but
Oh, he can have it if he wants.
easily battered.
She's more trying to get away from the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
I am actually going to step outside because my car is just outside the building, and I'm going to pick up the duffel bag of clothes that I brought with me to California that would have pairs of new clothes, because I have not changed in 2 days.
You walk. She allows you to leave, surprisingly uneventfully. Does anyone else want to go with, say?
I mean, it's just out to the parking lot. If anyone wants to come. I mean,
But
it'd be
you
a
have a
breath of air
car.
outside.
Perhaps you could give us a lift.
Oh, yeah. Where do you need to go?
Is there an abandoned industrial estate nearby?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I can write it down for you.
Thank you, Harold. I also appreciate that none of you have asked any questions about that. That means a lot. Thank you.
Well, I mean, sometimes less is more.
I mean, you're not on any drugs, so you're probably not doing anything terrible.
No.
You haven't tried to hurt us besides the taking of blood. Which, I mean, wasn't malicious. A little uncalled for, but not malicious.
Hey, as I recall, you gave me your blood willingly, say.
Oh yes, but you tried to take Emery's unwillingly.
I wasn't unwilling.
It was like she shouts from.
It's always unwilling.
It was just unknowing, that's all.
I think they qualify as the same thing in this case.
Things happen in the universe that you don't know about all the time.
That is true, but I did know that you were trying to take Emery's blood unwillingly.
I mean, we could get caught up on the semantics all night.
I'm sure we could. Anyways, you needed to go to an abandoned warehouse?
That's usually the place, yes. If you know any warehouses nearby that seem to have lights on, even better. Means I don't have to make a generator first.
Is Harold going with?
I was about to say if you think you've got Quan covered, I'll stay back so that Emery's not by herself.
Yeah, I got that covered.
Emery spends so much time alone.
I don't think she wants to be alone with the doctor.
Fair enough. If you guys walk through, you're able to get to the car. Easy peasy. You do pass a cat that's just loafing in the hallway, staring intently at you. A ginger kitty with a judgmental face.
Is it that one?
That one was loafing earlier. Duffel bag, car, everything is untouched. Nothing, no problems. You're able to crank it up, fire it up, go.
Wonderful. I do not trust imaginary clothes. That is one thing that is definitely a no.
Let alone imaginary parts for your...
Yes.
I've
That
been
is
imagining clothes for years now. It's done me okay.
Oh, we walked into that one, didn't we?
I'm so glad I have real clothes. Yeah, you can hop in. I'll unlock it, and I'm sure 2 days of not running has not affected it whatsoever. It should be.
Yeah, it's not cold or anything. You're fine. Plenty of gas. Unless you pretend to be poor. Are you... Your phone is returned. Still got a charge since you weren't using it.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna tweet out anything?
You almost said it. Sure. I'm just gonna... Oh, what should I do? Should I just put exclamation mark lurk and then send tweet?
Oh,
That's my I'm gonna be gone for a few days.
that's adorable. I like it. Mind you, even the most asinine tweets you get are like hundreds of likes. Everyone is enamored with you.
I'm so glad. It's not very far. Do you want me to like stay at the warehouse or like come pick you up later? Or will they come pick you up? They'll probably come pick you up.
You do know if you're not back within 24 hours, they have means that are not as pleasant to get you back. So they highly recommend you getting back within a day.
I mean, I can leave Quan, and I mean, they might not be nice at first, but I'm sure if he just says okay, then it'll be fine driving him back.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll make my way back. It'll be all right. If worst case scenario, I'll transform the generator into some sort of motorcycle.
I mean, it's no trouble if they want me to come pick you up. But in the meantime, well, I guess we'll figure that out later. Alright, I am gonna head back because I'm tired, and if I fall asleep, I might be waking up to a bunch of scientists. So, I'm gonna, head back to the good old white room.
So you're dumping off Quan at a abandoned warehouse and heading straight back.
I trust him. I trust him like 60% of the time, 100% of the time.
Okay.
So
I would say between gathering the things, at the point that, say, leaves you alone in the warehouse, you have the clock ticking at about 22 and a half hours left before, people forcibly remove you.
I have money in my car. I'm gonna go to a whatever they have, 7-Elevens, Kmart's, whatever, like convenience store, and I'm just gonna pick up a bunch of like unhealthy snacks and like just drinks and things, and just like drop like $100 at a convenience store with like soda and
God.
just to have real non-imaginary food there.
Splurge guilty pleasure foods, real foods.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. What kind of candy bars do you acquire?
Oh, anything like chocolate bars, definitely like, I don't know, Snickers, Mars bars, probably like packs of gum, just in case. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm looking at like everything that one slightly might need and getting like a selection of everything. We're getting bags of chips. And if it's a convenience store that sells alcohol, we might just pick up something like that as well. But yeah,
Easy
I'm
peasy.
seriously just
No one
looking at
questioned
everything.
Your quantities of junk food.
Bring up just a
Like,
mound of bad things.
One arm, bring all these bags with me.
Did I hear quantities?
No. I am not a cat. I cannot be trained to dislike cheese. That didn't make sense to anyone except people who saw me.
I'm sorry. Did you just see Slade's sponsor pitch as well to 7-Eleven? I love rolling a nat 20, but do you know what's better, rolling a 7 or 11?
They could have their own system right there.
They actually could. We could make a 7-Eleven board game.
I miss 7-Eleven.
You guys had 7-Elevens?
Wait, is a 7 a 1 and 11 a 20? They just changed the...
Wait until they sponsor you. Don't give them any information until they drop the bucket.
Plants his wise words once more.
Go away for that sponsorship money to come in.
It's gonna keep Zell up all night now.
Quan, what are you doing?
Quan is going to strip the warehouse for as many parts as they can possibly muster. They're going to put it all together and try and just generate an energy source, which they are going to start analysing that weird gloopy blood with. Whilst they are doing that, they're going to be copying out all of the maths in their head to try and figure out how to recurse without being there, because she said we could recurse without being there.
She did say that was a possibility, yes.
Ah, for the love of Pete, Philip. Do you just have an off button?
Philip has made it in your pocket and has grown mini legs, so it looks like a robotic ant. No longer an earpiece.
Do you know what? I'm just going to take a small piece of paper and make it into a little cone, snip the end off, and just give that to him as a loudspeaker.
How dare you not inquire about me? You left me in your wagon so long. I've been trying to help you this whole time.
Oh, would you look at that, Philip? The construction crew left a sledgehammer behind. I'd hate for anything to happen to a whiny robot that's got feelings.
Are you threatening me?
Yes.
I don't know how to process that with emotion now. That sounds scary. Now I'm crying, but I don't have tears because I don't have ducts to produce water. But I imagine that's what it feels like to cry. Quad, why are you so mean to me?
Juan, if you kill Philip, I'm coming in the other room and beating you for it.
No, he won't kill Philip. He's just looking for the off button.
But you gave me a little code so I could speak to you without being in your ear, so I thought that means you wanted to hear me, which means...
Hang on a minute. Wait a minute, Philip. Wait a minute. Stop being so emotional.
But you gave me...
Exactly! Think about this analytically, Philip. I gave you emotions in that room, and now here we are in the real world, and you've still got emotions.
There's an emotional override, and it's still here, and everything's so loud.
I really want to Philip.
This is a good thing. This means that things are going to work. Ah. Great. Stay there.
I don't know what that means. I love you guys so much.
Oh, would you pull yourself together, bot?
Where did you go? It seems like the other people aren't here with you. Philip gains compound eyes and is just kind of like focusing in on your squinty face. What are you doing with your eyeballs?
I'm getting away from you.
What? No.
And
Can you put me? I'd rather be back in your pocket than you get away from me. Because how would I get? I would take forever to get back to the factory. I mean,
do you know what you need, Philip? Do you know what'll make you feel good? You need a little makeover. That's what you need. Look, there's some paint left over from the designers. We'll dip you in that. There you go. Now you're a metallic gray. There you go.
Well, that tasted bad. Why do I have feelings still? Quan, this is not... No. I'm shiny now, I guess. Am I supposed to feel something about being shiny? I don't
Yes, you're supposed to feel good. You're new. You've got new bling and makes people feel good. Feel good.
As logical as you telling me to feel good, that is counterintuitive to the new emotion algorithm, and now I don't know how to make myself feel good, and I'm trying really hard and I'm failing, and that's making me feel really bad, Quan, and can I just help you in any other way besides feeling good, please?
Yes, you can. Can you triangulate coordinates of extra-dimensional places?
Yes! Yeah, that's something I think maybe I could do. I could do that. What are you looking for?
There's a hub nearby. It's a weight room.
Hub?
Yep.
Okay.
How many neural networks are connected to the hub?
Which hub are you talking about?
There's more than one?
Well, You didn't specify what kind of hub.
Not like neural hub. How do I explain this? It's very strange. The recursion hub thing.
Are you talking about the room that you were in?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. The place where you got your emotions.
Okay. I have the coordinates to where you have to be in 21 hours. Yes.
Excellent. Good. Now, how many extra dimensional places do you have connected to that hub?
Remind me how many times we've studied extra dimensional places.
Damn it, Philip! I just asked you a second ago. Can you find extra dimensional places? And you said yes, and you got all excited.
Yep. Okay. These new compound eyes, they'll help me see extra dimensions for you, Quan. Okay. I guess they're all one dimension, but different pockets.
Interesting. How many pockets are there?
Incalculable amount.
Can you select number 13?
I could. I think. I can't really see what's inside of the dimensions.
That's fine. 13's my lucky number.
Okay. What else do you need?
Just give me the coordinates or whatever it is.
I mean, you're asking a lot. How do I explain this to you? The coordinates are the same.
Not the physical coordinates. There must be a...
It's like, in more analog terms, it's like putting a filter on the same picture and seeing something different, or removing a filter and seeing less, or more, or more. But I don't know how you actually apply the filter. So
all right, look. I was just trying to avoid the doctor. Let's just see if we can get back to that hub. I'm going to try and teleport there.
Can you hold me?
All right, yes, you can get in my pocket.
Okay.
And
slowly crawls up your lap.
We might need a lot of energy, so he's going to wire himself up. Like, he's got like some jump leads. He's going to wire himself up to the generator.
Oh god. Nothing can go wrong here.
Start up the power and then try and figure out how to teleport there.
Okay. As a smart Quan, you would know the exact amount of power, and you wouldn't go farther than a, strength of the jolt your heart awake kind of situation.
It's all volts, very low current.
Okay. Give me an... You know what? No. Just give me a might defense check. As you turn on the machine. Where did you apply them? To the temple of your head? Or... I don't know.
No, I made 2 rings out of the metalwork I found around the place. It was the easiest thing to attach to me.
You attach the rings to where?
What, my fingers? Where else am I going to attach them?
just sorry. Which...
Are you quite alright there, Jess? You've gone awfully red all of a sudden.
Thumbs, ring fingers, pinkies. What are we looking at here?
Whatever fit, really.
Okay. Pinkies it is. You flip the switch, and I need you to make me a might defense roll. I should flip it. With a 15, it's not pleasant. It's you've got electric current running through you.
Great! Now I'm gonna try and use this to teleport! Try and use my translation ability.
Okay. Read me the translation ability real quick.
Yeah, I should be able to post it. There we go.
Okay. Participate in process of traveling to another recursion. Hasten user translation. Yes, so you're trying to initiate a translation from what data you've gathered. Now, your translation just is a quick portal to another part of this world because you're just trying to get back into the white room. Okay. Go ahead and roll me an intellect defense.
Oh, I really should have done some recovery, but Quan wouldn't have done. Never mind, let's carry on.
If you had took me out of your pocket sooner, I would have reminded you to run.
Can I use another 2 levels of effort? How does effort work? Can I use it every time I roll, or until I run out of point?
Effort is for action.
Great, I'll use another 2 effort. Let's do this. Difficulty 4. Beat difficulty 4.
You do something. If anyone had seen you in the warehouse, it looks like you, like, scratted out. Pun not intended. Scratched out. So, like, you kind of, like, broke. You pixelated and you came back together. No, not a koala. No.
Quan would spend the whole night working on this and wouldn't rest. At all.
I would say you would eventually be able to get back into your version of a neutral zone, but you wouldn't be able to find the white room as a specific pocket to translate back into. So at the moment, you could only translate out and translate in the exact same spot that you're standing.
So I'm just like somewhere else. Oh, I'm in the coat rack.
If that's what you envision being your intermedium.
Probably. Even in the code rack, I do a little dance. I did it! 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 Did you see that, Philip? Did you see that? And you were sitting there crying. I figured out how to do all this. See? You gotta put your mind to these things.
I didn't see it. I did process it. I kind of go blank in the mind. So, like, whatever you said, coat racks. Wow, it was frequencies. I feel weird.
That's normal. I felt weird for a long time.
Okay.
If you want, we can talk about it.
No! You know what? No! I'm angry now. That's
Good.
the word they call this emotion.
Good.
You're mean to me.
There we go. Now we're working towards a healthy relationship.
You gotta treat me better. I do what you ask and you don't ever thank me and then you just put me in your pocket, or you threw me when you came back into the room and you just tossed me aside because I didn't have my monocle anymore. No, I'm still angry.
That seems normal to me.
I'm a robot, but I don't care, and I'm hyperventilating right now because that's what you're supposed to do when you're really emotional.
Yeah, you've turned your power core frequency up, Philip. That's all you've done. You're faking it.
What else do you need to do? Don't you have to get back? You don't have much time left to get back to the room.
I'm sure I'll get there eventually.
You're sure you'll get there eventually.
Can I try and imagine a barbecue?
Are you asking Philip that?
No, I'm asking Jess that.
Okay. You can do whatever you want in terms of your imagination. Are you asking if it manifests anything?
Yeah,
No.
I want to try and manifest one like I was in the White Room. I want to
Okay.
test to see how like the White Room this is.
You try really hard and you like got nothing.
Hey, stick around. I might be able to teach you a few things.
Thank you very much for the sub. Tater gifting Michael Wayne a sub.
Oh,
61st gift sub. Damn.
potato. Gonna potato.
Damn it.
No barbecue for you.
Well, let's start wandering through the coats. Hopefully we can find the White Room.
Good, good.
But I don't know where
Here's
the
your
coats
lesson.
are.
What?
I mean, it goes really dark and quiet. If you say there was coats, I don't see any coats.
What do you see?
Nothing! I said it's silent.
But you can still hear me.
I mean, when you come back,
Come back where?
you said you go into a place with coats and then you come back here into this lab. And that's when I hear you again, when you're back in the lab.
Oh, I see. I thought I was staying in the coats.
I mean, if you stay there, I understand, but just know that I'll be dark and scared and all alone.
Okay, into the pocket you go. We'll try and find the White Room together. Off we go.
I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna be a big bot all the way home.
Giving you emotions might have been a mistake. We
Yeah.
have rerolls for Say and Emery for the 2 gift subs Tater gifted because 1 went to Crit Dice or Slade.
Hot damn. Welcome to the fam. Well. Quan, you've got like 45 minutes before the timer comes down on you. How are you getting back to the lab? Not your lab, their lab.
I'm just gonna wander through the coach trying to get to their lab until the time runs out and then see if they snap me back.
Okay.
Honestly, Philip used to keep track of time for Quan, but since he's had emotions, they haven't really been able to do anything like that. They just seem to,
Well, let's see. I'm going to give this to Say. That's her oddity that she acquired earlier from the retweets. You can bring that in at any point, narratively, whenever you want. And for Quan, as you're wandering through coats, scratchy wool coats, soft down feather coats, thin joggers, you're getting no headway. It's just coats on coats on coats until you feel a tugging in your throat and you can't breathe. And you're getting sharp pains in your kidneys. And all of this hits you at once and you feel frozen to move.
I tried to imagine it's not there. I tried to imagine it's not there.
And that's where we're gonna end it. Quan in a lot of pain, trying to imagine it's not there, because he carelessly shut Philip up. Seems like Quan's made some headway though, so why don't we do our rounds? Everyone okay? Sorry to put Quan in pain. Let's see. We'll go in same order. So, Zell, you wanna tell me how you feel? What did you enjoy? What are you thinking out of character? Do you like? This is a question I want you to answer. How do you feel about the scientist?
How do I feel? there's something about her that naturally just gets on my nerves just a little bit. Like she knows everything, but just refuses to tell us
Gives
and
you
acts like
nothing.
we're children.
Fair.
It's like, oh, isn't that adorable how you're figuring this thing out that I already know? Isn't that cute? Like, no,
Yeah.
shut up. I'm trying to learn.
Terribly condescending.
Just tell me or don't say anything. Other than that, like, I'm still trying to navigate the recursion thing. It's so... I'm trying to wrap my head around what exactly the whole, like, space, I want to say universe, but it's not a universe. It's like like you mentioned, pocket dimensions. I'm still trying to figure it out, what exactly it is, and all that jazz.
It's
All those
beautiful.
shenanigans. I keep getting bamboozled at every turn.
Good. Where can we find you?
Just above Zalianami, Twitch and Twitter. I was going to stream this week, but I was not feeling good, so that didn't happen. This Tuesday in the evening, I might be able to stream, but I'm actually leaving town and coming back. So anyways, Wednesday I will be streaming on my channel again. If anything happens, you can check my Twitter, which is the exact same name, right up ahead. And other than that, you'll see me here, and you might see me here again next season.
Ooh. Yeah, that's exciting. Self-care is best care. I'm glad you're taking care of yourself.
Yes.
Yes, valid, by the way.
Yeah.
Trying my hardest.
Good. We're proud of you. Hans, buddy.
Hey.
I loved Harold today, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. Harold had a fun time. Don't give me any props. I really shouldn't have any. It's not good for anyone. I would like to say that Philip is a new channel mascot for the Academy. And also we need a line of Philip-sponsored merch where it's going to have various quotes from Philip on the front. So I expect that'll be ready by next episode. Yeah, so good show. My favorite part were all the parts where Philip emoted all the things that we all think every single day of our lives. So I'm just going to stick with that, although it was fun playing with the mug, too.
That was amazing.
Yeah. What am I doing? Tomorrow I'm going to be on Phantom Roll Booth doing Adventure Time Cypher early in the morning, so that'll be cool. And then I'm going to run some Numenera on Sunday on my channel. Yeah. That's all.
Be proud. It's your channel. You do it.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Awesome. Alice, how are you?
Hello. I really enjoyed this session. Again, I'm kind of in love with Philip. And I like that a mug gives Harold a godlike voice. Because why not? But other than that, I'm White Rabbit Pick, and that's where you can find me on the Twitters. And I DM for this channel 3 times a week, and I play on this channel every day of the week. And when I'm not playing on this channel, you can find me over on Tales of the Grim in their Cypher System Highlander campaign, and also their Lady Blackbird campaign.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, thank you.
Actually, I caught up on that on YouTube, and the way her eyes lit up when you revealed your character, she was like,
It's the fact Pruitt and I have accidentally picked, because there was no like conversation on who our characters are or what it was all revealed to all of us in our session 0.
yeah.
And I have picked exactly the same year to be born.
I mean, it makes
Same
sense
grade.
out of character, but in character, it's pretty wild.
Yeah. So
That leaves me, so Scrat can finish out. I am Jess. You can find me on Twitter as Burst of Hope. The O in UG is a 0, but I think if you just do straight letters, I'm now popular enough that I show up. So that's cool. Yes, you find me a lot of places. I'm streaming a lot this season. I don't know what I'm doing next season. But yeah, follow me on Twitter. That's where I am. I super enjoy GMing this game. They're all amazing. characters are all amazing players, and super shout out to Scrat and Alice. At the end of a very long week, you guys still bring a good game despite any technical difficulties. You guys are great. I appreciate you.
Mwah. Just gonna make giraffe noises for a bit. Mwah. Thank you, Jess. Another wonderful game. I damn it, Quan's gonna get it. Quan's gonna get it. He's gonna figure it out.
He's close.
He feels close. Bless him. Them. Cool. My favorite bit. I think my favorite bit's got to be Harold getting drunk on the beach. Reminded me a lot of my childhood. Let's not go into that.
What?
What a rebel.
Yeah, it was really cool. I loved it, and the whole ring thing. It's interesting. Now we know a bit more about the characters, all of us. It's interesting how we're starting to play out different things between each other, and that's really cool. And I've been enjoying that. So this is my channel, and I have things that you can check out. Check out my social links. Head over to the Discord, the Twitter, and the YouTube. We also have a Patreon where you can support us for as little as $1, and there's a brand new article up right now, which was posted by Renee yesterday. So you can check that out. There'll be a tweet about it over the weekend. We also have thank you TV, thank you Rock, thank you guys for these last minute biddies. We also have, what else do we also have? We also have merchandise. Head over to the Redbubble, get a crest on your chest, and we also have more biddies and hiccups. We also have sponsors. Check out Bird and the Storm Publishing, who write modules for D&D and other TTRPGs, and check out Major Impress, who created the Dark Matter Alpha and other expansions for D&D 5e. We also have some stuff below the screen in arasavad.com, ruink.com, and tabletoploot.com, where you can get a 10 to 15% discount using my we're using my special codes. I'm not sure what an LSP voice is. What is that?
Oh my god, get out of my head. Jesus.
Don't you know about the Olympic princess? Oh,
Get your hands off of me, Rob.
Okay, now I know what that is. I just know that as like the South Park bra voice, you know, like.
Lumpy Space Princess, okay? If you haven't checked out Adventure Time, your whimsical little heart would love it.
I
It's just
know.
a bunch of smoothies.
I really want to check out Adventure Time, but like also,
Time.
yeah. Yeah, that is one thing we're doing next season though. Next season we're doing we're gonna go to 4 days, 3 shows a week. No, god damn it. 4 days, 3 shows a day, rather than 5 days, 3 shows a day. Just because that would give us a day to do some writing and stuff, so we can actually do other stuff at the weekend, because we
That
don't.
would be great.
Well, that's the reason why after this show we're hopping in a car and driving.
Yes, we're not going to sleep, we're just going to go straight out for a date, and we'll sleep before Monday, I'm sure.
When you're dead, it's fine.
We get a nap before dinner, so it's fine.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Today we're going to go and visit We Are Nerdsmith! Another community that's devoted to making a safe, inclusive space for gamers. So we're going to head over and check them out. Thank you all very much for coming along today. We had a wonderful game. Thank you for all your biddies and donations and all the other wonderful things. Thank you. What is the schedule change, you think? Yep, thank you, Jess. You've got it. You got me covered because I couldn't say it like 7 times. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Keep on evoking emotions, everyone. We'll see you on Monday. Bye!
Bye.